Part 3 of the lies we tell ourselves. If I really wanted, I could have done a 10-part video for all the things that we can come up with, just so that we don't do things that feel a bit uncomfortable. But I decided to stay at 3 because I think these 3, at least for the moment, they go together very well. And I just want, before I go into the third one, tell you it's not an opportunity or a new way to beat yourself up. We all do that. We are all humans. We all have our limitations. But this is also part of the fun of being human, is observing these limitations, taking seriously what needs to be taken seriously, not taking ourselves too seriously, because we can be very creative when we go into our own BS. So just take it lightly, but see it as an opportunity, as an invitation to do something about it, and just to be on that other side of, you know what, I've done that, it's not a good idea, it hasn't been serving me, let me move on. So let me go back. Part 3 today is about I don't matter, they don't care. So I see that quite often when I work with my clients, and I tell them, well, I would be very interested to hear what your manager has to say, or what about, did you get your feedback from your manager, that feedback from your manager? And I hear, well, I don't feel like asking them because they're very busy and they have a lot going on, and I don't think they really care. And this is where my eyes are like, whoa, stop it right here. Do you know for certain that they don't care? Did you ask them? We go into these kind of assumptions in our head that it's not because somebody is not permanently giving you positive feedback that they don't care. It's not true. It's put yourself in somebody else's shoes for 2 seconds, and sometimes you realize that they are overwhelmed with information, with to-dos, with deliverables, and they don't necessarily always think about coming and telling you what they think. So that's why as well, these companies have these kind of mid-year review, but that is not enough. By the time you get to the mid-year review, it might be a bit too late for you to course correct. So it's a good idea not to overwhelm your manager with like, how did I do? But more into having this approach that every once in a while go and sit with them and say, I have done 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you think, and where do you think I could do differently, or what is your opinion? And going back as well to video 1 and 2, this is really a very good sequence of that, is that your work does not speak for itself. You need to speak for it. And your voice matters as well. So don't think that other people are more eloquent and people won't listen to you. Just go and sit with your manager and have a very frank and to the point conversation. Prepare for it as always, but go and have this conversation. The idea that you don't matter is not true. And for a very simple reason. So unless you are part of a charitable company, and even charity and not-for-profit companies are not like that, but you're not working in a charity. Companies have a mission as well to be efficient, to make money, but also to be fair to other people. So if you were really an underperformer, and if you really didn't matter, you wouldn't be in that company. So I would like for you to start seeing that you do matter, your voice matters, but sometimes people don't necessarily have the reflex to come and give you feedback. And what really matters is for you to go and ask feedback from a proactive point of view. So take back control in a way of the fate of your job or the fate of your career by being more proactive, more on point, and more purposeful into asking for feedback, into showcasing your skills and your strengths, and asking for what you want going forward. So I'm very curious at the end of these 3 videos whether you see yourself telling yourself these lies or excuses, as I call them, and how you are able to convince yourself that it's actually staying in that zone is not necessarily for your own good. So comment below and let me know.